Hi, my name is Grace Shalom Hopkins and welcome to another episode of Spin Weekly. This is a Hanukkah video. Today we are going to be talking about spinning worsted yarn. So all of the footage and the goodness is going to be focused on worsted yarn. So stay tuned. Worsted spinning yarn is my default drafting style. That's what I do the most. I have had trouble with woolen spinning for years. And so worsted is what I do best. I can do it in a variety of ways, shapes, sizes, colors, textures. I do worsted well. So I pretty much spin through this, no big deal. I did notice that there were some shortcuts and some like vegetable matter that managed to get through, so it was a little bumpier than I was hoping because I picked those out, but that's just because I went ahead and carded it just once through and then twice through, and I cleaned off my liquor drum a little bit more aggressively than I probably should have. So nothing crazy, just a little bit of weirdness. However, when I got to the woolen yarn, as I'll talk about tomorrow, things are a little bit weirder because just like 2 locks worth of like dirty VM got in there, and I thought I picked them out, but I guess I didn't. So then that vegetable matter dispersed through the whole thing. So I guess that's spoilers for tomorrow's drama, but there's enough drama in woolen spinning anyway, so we can just spread some here. Keeping it exciting, you know, with my vegetable matter redistribution plan. Unauthorized redistribution plan. So anyway, I had no problems with that. I did sort of struggle to spin a worsted weight. I have been in the sort of fine rut, I guess. I didn't realize it was a rut until I tried to spin outside of it, but it wasn't too difficult. My main problem was because I've never tried to spin to hit a particular wraps per inch. I had to do some tests and it just felt really unnatural to, it felt like ignoring what the fiber wanted to do. The fiber has thoughts and feelings, and I came to the table with so many of my own, and I was like, you're gonna do this and you're gonna do this and it's gonna be like this, and that felt really unnatural to me. So I don't know if I will continue with that. I'm not sure if there's a way to spin knitting yarn that collaborates with the fiber better. I'm going to continue to explore that and keep you updated. How can you spin yarn that's suitable for knitting, but also in collaboration with what the fiber itself actually wants to do? So that's my ongoing question, and I'd be really interested to know what your thoughts are on that. Do you have any feelings or explorations? How do you navigate that? And yeah, just share your thoughts and feelings with me. So I think that's about it for the worsted, because like I said, you've seen me do this a billion times. This is how I do it. It went well. It was beautiful. The fiber is so soft. And I think I will just let you enjoy the goodness, and I'll check back at the end. Okay, so these are my little tester guys. You know, I've seen the big kids do this. I thought I would too. And it showed me right off the bat that I have no idea how to, oh my gosh, look at that bat. Oh, I said off the bat and then I saw the bat and, oh, it's delicious. Let's all take a moment and look at how sexy that bat is. Oh, so it's also a sexy drawing. This is my comfort zone. We have been out of my comfort zone the whole video. This is my comfort zone. Except for the fact that, yeah, getting a consistent DK weight was nowhere near as easy as I anticipated. I was like, oh yeah, I can spin thin and medium and large. That's basically it, right? As not a knitter, was I wrong? There's this like gauge, and people have little measuring tools, and they be counted stitches. The world was not what I thought it was. So despite the fact that in this video it looks really thin, it actually did end up being a DK weight. though after the set it bloomed a little bit, but it's still in the decay zone because there's variation, and that's where the gauging comes in. This is a new and exciting world for me. But you can see this is my regular spinning technique. It's kind of a... It actually, on retrospect, looks more like a woolen style of draft, the way I pull the fiber supply hand back. But I'm controlling it completely with my front hand, so no twist is getting into that back supply. So the motion of the worsted, you can, if you compare the two videos, if you get real geeky, you can open the two side by side in like little windows and see my worsted technique and my woolen technique, and you can definitely see how I've graced the woolen. And I didn't notice it until I watched this footage back, and I was like, I basically just do the exact same spinning technique with a looser front hand. I remove the thumb altogether in the woolen version. So I think that's a really good example of my general philosophy of your body knows how it wants to spin, and if you just like shut up and get out of the way, it will do a thing, which I'm not always great at shutting up and getting out of the way. Yeah, so I think it would be interesting if you yourself were struggling with a technique to go ahead and just remove everything you know about that technique and see what your muscle memory and your body and the fiber and the wheel, just remove your brain from the situation and see what you come up with. I mean, the worst case scenario is you have crappy yarn. Like, whatever's. What is even crappy yarn? It falls apart. It's not even yarn. You know? There's no crappy yarn unless it's literally not yarn. It falls apart, and then you should, I don't know, felt it, or I don't know, card it again, so you try again. But anyhow, I am going to let you enjoy the last little bit of this worsted spin with some music, and I went ahead and did a center pole ball ply just like the other one. So things that you're already familiar seeing, so just focus on that sexy fleece. did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the future episodes, because tomorrow we're going to be hitting woolen, so make sure you check back for that. And as per usual, a huge shout out to our Patreon family for supporting this. Anybody who purchases things like the book, books. There are multiples, but there's just one sitting there. And any of that stuff that you do, I really appreciate it. It makes the show go on, and I will see you next time. Bye!